and it pretty much never ends until like you choose to lose. Until you say you just give up.
Terrible.
That's regular Monopoly.
Yeah,
No. This is like Supreme Monopoly. You should look it up. It's just crazy.
I like the feminist girl boss Monopoly.
I didn't look up how to play that
Let me
one.
pull that shit up, Jamie. What's it called? Never Ending Monopoly?
Yeah. There's a video called How to Play. They make a bunch of board game videos on how to play a board game.
It just says longest game ever.
Is that the name of it?
The longest game ever.
Monopoly, longest game ever.
Yeah, that's
and you
it.
thought the original took forever. So they acknowledge that their original game is a piece of shit.
Yes.
You should look at the board. It's like has instead of just one row that goes around, it has like two or three.
They got pictures of it. Are you gonna annoy the shit I made this whole time?
Yo, go to bed. Put him back in his cage.
Wear your hat like that.
Like this. I go out in the street and they fuck me up. They kill me. Why did they think gangsters wear their hats like this?
Gangsters, do they really wear hats?
All right.
They wear like the...
Like in New York, they do. They're not around here.
Let's pull up an episode of Sopranos.
How do they wear their gloves?
Yeah, it's got multiple rows. I'm seeing it right now, this longest game ever thing.
The rules are crazy.
Oh yeah. Psychopathic.
Crazy.
Are you talking down to me like I'm a dog?
You're a dog.
Yeah, but still.
Do you have a job?
You're just like Napoleon.
Do I have a job?
Only employed people are not dogs.
Yeah, there
if
you
you
go.
get fired, you become a dog.
You're the dog because you're obeying someone's commands.
I'm not paying anyone. They can't tell me what to do. I'm just an intern.
Oh, you can do whatever you want?
I leave whenever I want.
He does.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you got no room to talk.
You should work at like at 10 o'clock one time because of Napoleon you were late or something, right?
It wasn't 10 o'clock. It's 2 minutes late to court, and they don't care if you walk in late because I'm not one of the attorneys. So
If you showed up late as an attorney, you're...
they also still don't care. The attorneys show up late all the time. They just message ahead of time. I'm stuck in traffic.
that doesn't work around here. Well, you're not... No, you are around here, so...
Yes, it very much works here. At least with...
I mean, they'll believe you just
Fuck, I
because
gotta censor the name now. God damn it.
Oh, you're recording?
Oh yeah, I'm recording now.
I didn't know that. Well, now that I know that, it's not going to be fun.
I should never mention the fact that we're recording.
We should never
He gets
recording.
too nervous.
I'm
do you
very
get
nervous.
This dog is gonna annoy the shit out of me the whole time. Thomas, you know about Dr. Yakub?
No, what is it?
He made it up.
You don't know about Yakub?
He made it up.
It's the Earth originally was just black people.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Okay, I'm about to spit some straight facts.
This man
of fire
invented
here.
white people.
Dr. Yakub got wrong somehow, and to get back at everyone, he invented white people.
I see.
He is the creator, but he is white people's
There was a
god.
guy that shot up a place who had a poster of Dr. Yakub in his house.
It's a Nation of Islam thing.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
silly, wacky Nation of Islam dudes.
Yakub, he was a black scientist who lived 6,600 years ago.
I mean, is that a piece of... Oh, I thought that was like a piece... What the fuck is that?
It's a mosque in Chicago.
Of course it's Chicago.
Chicago.
He said, of course, in Chicago.
Yeah, because black people.
That's anytime you hear on TV someone like shootings happening or whatever, like look at Chicago, you know what they really mean. Look at the blacks. Look at the blacks.
Exactly.
Look at the-
No one wants to acknowledge black crime's pretty high.
Oh wow, yeah, black people do crime. No one else does crime.
It's because they're poor. They have no prospects. They have no future.
If you track across income levels compared to race, income levels I think correlate with crime much
What do I
higher
like
than
at?
race.
Give me that.
Makes sense.
What do you know?
No.
At least like
No.
petty crime. It's not exactly a lot of poor people doing like securities fraud.
This episode so far is kind of boring. Bring up something fun. Talk about
See how anxious he gets?
Talk about the law.
Are you so
The
anxious?
law. He loved last week because I talked
Yeah,
about
talk about
gay.
some gross fucking a granny.
Yeah, censor all of that.
We're gonna. That's some part of it.
At least one word of it.
He really liked that last week. You gotta just chill out, man.
I want to listen more about this fucking granny. I just imagine him back on the street, just prowling the street, looking for old grannies to fuck.
Actually, I legitimately wonder. Now he's got 4 children. I wonder who the mothers are. Might just be one.
You got a
I'm
little
pretty
bone
sure
on
it's,
your back on that.
it's a skin tag.
Oh, it is? Well, he seems to like me scratching it.
Well, don't. You don't scratch it clean off.
It doesn't feel like a skin tag.
Can you stop?
It feels like a bone. It's just bones sticking out.
Oh, this is just bone, yeah.
Oh. That's what I was scratching.
This is skin tag?
He has skin tags, yeah, because he's old. I don't know if that's a thing that happens.
I have skin tags.
You don't have to admit it.
What are skin tags?
They're little.
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
They're tiny little blemishes that pop up, usually around the neck or eyes.
Alright.
I think what causes when your skin rubs against itself and causes friction.
It means you have cancer.
No,
So you have cancer?
maybe. If I did, I'd have no way of knowing.
This is a skin tag. I mean, you're a little far away.
Oh, I thought it was a picture of a dick.
It looks like a woman's neck. I don't know. I'm assuming woman. It looks like a woman.
I think it's more common amongst women.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's a bigger one. I don't have those that are that big.
Paul's trying to run
What are
away.
you doing?
Let him run away. He wants to go fuck a bitch.
When he was much littler,
Literally.
as in younger, yeah, he would.
That's what that means.
He would run away. I'm not really run away. He would love to just, like, if he got out of the house, he just wanted to run around across the whole neighborhood and just see shit, and we'd freak out because he's tiny and he's gonna get run over by a car.
Our dog did that. And we let her do that.
Yeah, but you let her run around. We didn't let that guy run around. Now he doesn't. If you let him off the leash outside, he doesn't go anywhere. He just comes
No.
back.
He knows what he's got to do.
He just doesn't have the energy for it now.
Y'all don't let him outside but to piss and shit.
No, he goes for walks.
And y'all treat your dog like a princess.
He is very spoiled. Not my fault. I ain't here most of the
Nothing
time.
wrong with that.
Your parents' fault?
It is 100%. My mom felt guilty because of how she treated him in the beginning. So she just went the complete opposite
I like it
direction.
because of how clean he is.
How did she treat you in the beginning?
I don't know, she didn't want the dog. It was
Oh.
kind of forced on her.
Oh, that's right. You said your dad got as like a surprise gift, right?
Let's not mention that.
We got our dog without my dad's permission, and he hated it at first, but then he was a favorite dog.
He probably loved Trudy more than anyone else.
Yeah. After the dog died, he was the most upset about it.
That's how it always goes. My mom will be the most upset when he dies.
Do y'all wipe his ass?
My mom does, yeah.
God. Y'all really do treat him like a baby.
It's not because she wants to treat him like a baby. It's because he's gonna sit on the bed with her. Well, he
Oh.
better fucking be clean.
Our dog slept on the bed and didn't wipe her ass.
Well, y'all aren't as clean as my mom. My mom's a clean freak.
Blame her. I wouldn't really want my dog, after taking a fat shit, sleeping on my bed. Then again, I wouldn't want my
Do you
wife's-
understand why you should not get a dog now?
She's missing her bottom
I see that.
teeth.
It's not a she, it's a he.
He's missing. I called my dog a she, so I'm just used to saying dogs are she's.
You never come across any other dog?
Most dogs I found were she's. In our neighborhood, most of the dogs are girls.
Or women.
Women. They're all women.
Women are dogs.
They're worse than dogs. Dogs are actually affectionate and love you unconditionally.
I had to cut out the last minute.
Oh, we can't speak bad about women. They have
Women
it too
are
good.
fantastic.
I love
are
women. I want to
good.
marry a woman.
Women are powerful. Women.
Women have equal rights.
I love
Girl power.
Madeline Albright.
I love Rosie O'Donnell.
You call
Dude, he
women
did-
fat
he did-
slobs, only Rosie O'Donnell.
Donald Trump did an interview in like the early 2000s talking about Rosie O'Donnell. Holy fuck, he ruined her. Look it up.
Pull that shit up.
Pull that shit up, please.
He's not ruining
It was
her.
hilarious.
She still has a successful career. How do
I didn't
you
mean
do
he
it?
like ruined her career. I mean he just
He
destroyed
doesn't
her.
like her. Something personal happened between
Oh, I
them.
see,
I'm
okay.
pretty
He
sure.
offered to have sex with her. She said no.
Probably. This fat dog, because she wouldn't have sex with him.
God, you gotta love that shit. It was like a ABC interview or something.
It's an old interview.
I don't know if it was old.
A montage of insults.
No, it was an actual.
Oh, hey, Rosie O'Donnell telling the origin story of her feud with Donald Trump.
That's boring.
No, that sounds great.
Is Donald Trump part of the war on women?
There's a war on women?
Do it, Donald.
Just now? It's just
What if you
starting?
look Donald Trump, Rosie O'Donnell? Look up interview. That might. Yeah, I think that's it.
Do you actually want to watch this?
Yeah, because it's funny.
Oh, fuck. This may be fucking shit up. Oh, shit. Yeah, this might be really fucking shit up. Hold
Hello?
on. We're just gonna not do this right now.
Pull that shit up. I'll do it.
Pull it. Yeah. I'll pull it up on the television. Is it still recording us? It is.
Hello. Those 9 viewers we have are just gonna.
Those 9 viewers are us.
Yeah, it's just us refreshing the page over and over.
It's Top Gun. What are we pulling up?
Dude, we got 2 likes.
No, listen.
That's one of them's me and one of them's someone else. strictly dumping Japan?
Dumpling.
I prefer mine, dumping.
Dumping.
He goes around Japan.
Dumping.
Jumping Japan.
And then we got Indian movie.
Why the fuck do you have like Slavoj Zizek? You have a fucking.
Thanks, you just fucking outed me on the podcast.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
He's a really cringe philosopher.
Why are you looking that shit up then?
Because he's funny.
Slavoj Zizek.
You want to see some Slavoj Zizek? He says a lot of racist stuff.
He's like some Serbian dude.
Something like that. I think he's Slovenian.
I don't really think Slavic people should have opinions.
I think he probably agrees with that.
He agrees Slavs are like inferior.
He makes a lot of racist jokes about Slavs and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
because Slavs hate each other. He probably hates Bosnians and Macedonians.
He talked to Jordan Peterson.
I recognize this dude.
Yeah, he's popular. Come here, man. What are you gonna?
I don't want to see this dude talk about philosophy. I don't care about philosophy.
Come here.
Marxism. I want to see what they got to say about Marxism.
Well, where?
Right there, you're going over it.
Well, which one?
The-
Oh, yeah, they had a whole debate about Marxism.
I want to watch a 3-hour fucking interview about these dudes talking about Marxism.
Yeah, all these nerds were really excited. It like sold out the venue.
Wow, really?
Nerds are powerful.
Is Zizek a communist?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I thought he was just like Jordan Peterson. He just hated communism or something.
The complete opposite.
The revolution.
He's a lot more.
Das
He's a lot more fun to watch than Peterson because he has an accent. But I don't like that you brought this up. I don't like people knowing that I know who Slavoj Zizek is.
People watching this have no idea who the fuck that is.
He's pretty popular. What? Are you just eating shit off the ground, man? Here, you want to watch this? You watch it. You pull up whatever the fuck you want.
Alright, I want to watch that.
I'm gonna go
Rosie
get him some
O'Donnell.
dry food because it's fucking dipshit.
Okay.
What do you usually watch on YouTube your free days?
On what?
What do you watch on YouTube usually?
Usually just gameplay stuff.
The thing is, Thomas, you're going to Japan.
Donald.
Japan.
Nippon.
Next year.
This is takes forever.
Do you want to talk about it? We don't get you in here enough. We need you talking.
No, I mean...
Yeah,
every
talk
time-
about Tokyo, what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
Well, you
every
went
time-
to Japan before.
I have. Which is more of like the rural part, which I kind of like that a lot too.
You like the rural part.
Yeah, I prefer the rural areas of Japan.
At this time I'm just going for the city, so...
Do you want to discuss your experience going to the rural part?
What the fuck?
You had to shit in a hole.
Yeah, quite literally.
Might have to tell the story for him.
I've had to do that when camping.
Well, the thing is, like, I lived at, like, or our home stayed at, like, an old farmhouse. And so the farmhouse didn't have any, like, actual plumbing in it.
Mhm.
So the toilet was... It was shaped like... I mean, it was like an actual toilet, but, like, the actual, like, sort of hole in the bottom of the toilet was literally just a hole in the ground that they just kind of cleaned up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone had to clean up your shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're Japan, they like that sort of stuff.
How's it feel knowing someone saw your little deer pellets of
The rabbit pellets.
little rabbit pellets?
There we
And they're like, some animal took his shit in here.
Both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like that, like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very
Yeah, they had
happy
some
when
fears.
the talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total
Quite the bulge.
disaster.
Yeah, this right here.
I gloat on
Get your
it.
nuts
I think
out of
it's
here, man.
wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman.
What
Well,
is-
coming from Rosie, that's
You see what happens? He's a very petty
Look
guy.
at her, and when you see
Yeah,
the
you
lines,
slight him the
lines is
elitist.
weak. I don't
He's
see it.
very
I don't
petty.
get it.
I hate when I
never
slight someone the
understood.
elitist.
How does she even get on television?
elitist.
I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably...
You know, when he became president, he had his show or whatever, and Arnold Schwarzenegger took over.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it did poorly, and then he like started shitting on Arnold Schwarzenegger
We're
after.
all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than
Worse
us.
than you is?
But
I'm pretty. Did
it's not the
Schwarzenegger
chubby.
support him for
Rosie
president?
is a very unattractive
I have
person.
no idea.
Probably. I mean, he was a Republican.
I don't think he really cares much about it. Even though he was governor of California, I don't know if he talks much
He was
about
governor
it.
for like 2 terms,
You
wasn't he?
better be careful.
a very long time,
I think it's just surprising he was a Republican governor of California.
And people mentioned that they wanted to recall him, but I think Californians want to recall like every governor they've ever had.
Yeah.
They were trying to recall what the fuck is it? Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, and I don't know if they did or not.
No,
but
they did
failed
not.
horrendously.
Feasting. Dude, these Mr. Beans. You'd have to help with Mr. Bean. It's 2 hours. Could you watch 2 hours of Mr. Beans? Mr. Beans.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Beans.
14 million views.
When I was younger, maybe like middle school age, the NFC Championship was on. It was 49ers Giants, right? Good game. It's really close. Goes to overtime. I'm sitting in the corner with my laptop watching Mr. Bean the entire time.
Why?
It's just so good. Like, and I wanted to watch the game too, but I couldn't watch it. I was like, this Mr. Bean stuff is amazing.
It's too good.
All right, Thomas, let's do a hypothetical. If you went to Japan and there was a really attractive woman and she wanted to sleep with you, and you took her to your apartment or your hotel room, and you did the deed, and she took off her wig and said, "Hey, I'm a dude." What would you do? Basically, I'm asking, would you have sex with a dude if you didn't know they were a dude?
How would this anatomically work?
Head, blowjob.
Okay,
I guess
so
that'd be it.
You have a lot of sort of generalized experience with that from watching Curb Your Enthusiasm this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gay to get a blowjob from a dude if they look like a woman? I don't know. I'd probably.
I was trying. Listen, Thomas.
I'd probably
you
do
got
that.
you got
Would
to
you do
work
that?
with me here because I tried to get you to talk about your trip to Japan. And you offered 2 sentences, and now you got this. So you're gonna deal with this now.
You gotta talk
Okay?
about Japan.
I don't give a shit.
somehow.
I fucking tried. I don't want to hear you whine ever again because this is what you get now. Now deal with it. You have to
Yeah,
answer
come
the
on,
question.
Thomas.
Answer the fucking question.
Answer the fucking question.
Get over here.
You're like answering this.
I don't even. I
You
tried.
could just say no.
I tried to bring you in.
You could just say no.
I was like, talk about Japan. You gave nothing. You sat there and you like meekly spit out 2 sentences. So now you're gonna answer this question.
Well, I mean, I figured I was gonna get interrupted again anyway, so.
I want an answer.
Ask
Asking
her
me
if you-
questions.
I asked you one question. You haven't answered yet. This
No.
would have been over like 2 minutes ago.
No.
No? Okay. Next question.
You wouldn't. But how would you not? You're not thinking of this logic.
Yeah,
you
gotta-
don't. You don't know that.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know they're a dude.
So you're just saying
So
you
basically,
wouldn't-
you're saying
you just
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
have
it anyway.
You wouldn't
I
have
would do
sex
it
with a
anyway.
girl. Basically, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Even if you were married to her. And it's-
He'd marry a woman and never kiss her or hold her hand or anything.
Would you marry a woman and then just like let her do anything she wants on the side because it's just for appearances?
You were just
Was this like a politician?
So he would have sex with a woman he was married to.
That's nice. I hope you would.
That's good to
I
know.
hope I
We were
would.
concerned there
What
for
if
a
they
while.
want to have sex?
They're allowed to say no. He's not allowed to say no
No, men can't say no to a woman if they want to have sex.
because that's like offensive.
It is offensive. It's basically rape.
Yeah, basically, you're right.
If a man says no, it's rape, yo. But if a woman says no to you, it's not offensive.
Let's talk about something that's really overdone and no one cares anymore.
I wanted him.
Johnny Depp.
No, we're done with that. Johnny Depp. Conversation up. Conversation gone. We're not.
There we
doing
go.
that. I wanted you to talk about Japan because it was a cool trip, and you know you're going back, and I'm sure you're excited about it. When was this? 6 years ago?
Yeah, it was 6 years ago. It was in my. Was it junior year of high school? Isn't it? There's always like an awkward silence here, but yeah.
We just wanted you to tell. I mean, I know the story.
What did you do? Where did you go? Anything interesting?
Yeah, but anyway, I
There
went
was
with
the annoying kid who would be really loud at night when you were trying to sleep, and you tried to beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I actually absolutely despise that person.
He did kick him.
You did?
He kicked this kid.
That's really mean, Thomas.
kicked
Why
him.
would you kick a dude?
Just because he's being loud. Yeah, you said you kicked him.
I didn't kick him.
You kicked him.
Why would you assault somebody just because you don't like what they're
We need to
saying?
embellish here, right?
Yeah,
you
it's
kicked
embellished.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna make shit up.
him. Yeah.
I mean, tell the truth.
Yeah,
tell the
I mean, essentially, what I got really annoyed by
Tell
him
the
was
truth. Tell the truth.
Tell us what
Tell the
really
truth.
happened.
Tell the truth.
You fucked this dude in the ass, okay? What else?
I mean, I just something like stupid, like software, like I was trying to.
Oh, he
speak
threw
to-
up on the couch.
Oh!
Damn it, Napoleon! What's wrong with you? He's looking around like, what the fuck I do? What I
He knew we were sucking ass right now. He just gave us content.
He was so bored. You're like, no, these niggas don't know what to talk about.
He gave us content.
God, we just peeked the mic a lot right there. Alright, so the dog... Oh, it stinks too. The dog threw up on the couch. You know, I was speaking so highly about Napoleon and he fucking vomits right next to me. What a piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I just like his face when he was like.
We're all
looking
talking
around.
about him. He's just looking around like, what'd I do?
Yeah, what did I do?
What the fuck
now
did
he's
I do?
nipping it.
He probably would have eaten it if we let it sit there.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, dogs eat vomit.
I see that.
We weren't even trying to interrupt you. The guy just fucking came down.
He tried.
Guy was like, man, we need to help these dudes out, man.
I was like, Thomas, you're boring as shit.
They were just throwing shit on the ground. They were just throwing bricks.
God was like, enough of this shit, man. Thomas can't tell a story to save his life.
Pretty much.
Man.
Thomas, talk about how you raped this dude and killed a woman back in 1993.
Before I was even born.
They don't know how old you are. Even though I think we said how old we were in the first episode.
Do we?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Remember.
Well, I'm 23. We're actually all 23. Except Zed, but he'll be 23 in like a few days.
What are you gonna give him for his birthday?
Nothing.
Why aren't you? Why are you such a terrible person?
I'll get him some already owned that he doesn't know I have.
What is that? The new Berserk volume.
I'll tell you what, I already got a title and description for this episode.
I'll give him Berserk Volume 5.
Move, man. You want
Not even volume 1, just volume 5.
drink some water.
Yeah, he won't even understand what's going on.
Just come here and drink this water. Why are you so quiet?
I mean, just all fighting.
We're waiting for you to be here and stop talking about the dog.
Well, I have to take care of him.
He's okay, look at him. Just chilling.
Throw up was surprisingly easy to clean up.
Is it supposed to be hard?
It could have been harder.
Now I don't want him on the couch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck off the couch, you fucking nasty bitch.
Oh, I thought we were further in.
How many, was it like 10 minutes?
21.
Oh wow, we gotta talk for 40 more minutes.
God damn it.
Wow.
I'm glad that we're 3 episodes in and already tired of this.
Yeah, I'm bored. Let's
Fucking-
go get some bitches. Where the hoes at?
Thomas, are you aware where the hoes are at?
Where are the hoes?
Not at all.
Let's talk about the area we live in.
No.
It sucks.
I don't normally live here, so it doesn't even
You've
count.
lived here for most of your life.
No.
I'd say a majority of your life you lived there, yes.
No, we can do the math on it. 11 to 17, I was here nonstop. Then I left.
Yeah, that's not all you're
And I was here for like summers. Some. Yeah, no, all the summers.
I'd say in terms of the places you lived the longest, I'd say America you lived the longest.
Well, that's undisputable.
Okay. I mean,
But it's not most of
But
the
it's not
life.
majority. It might not even be.
well, there is nowhere that you lived the majority of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's all
The
you're
plurality of your life you've lived in Americas.
Good job, buddy. You figured out math.
I know the difference between majority and
Congratulations.
plurality.
You went to high school.
Congratulations.
I took 6th grade math.
So Thomas, next time you try to tell a story, a fucking bomb's gonna get dropped on us.
Just
you
I just should never just tell a story like that.
literally.
God is so against you.
It was such a bad story. Napoleon fucking threw up.
I forgot what we were talking about anyway. It was like kicking a dude or something.
Yeah, it was a fucking Japan story. Like, cause you were in the rural area or whatever, and you were having. It was a school trip because it's our sister city out in Japan. And I'm gonna have to tell the story for you because you can't do it. Just do
Okay.
it. Continue.
Someone tell it.
Oh, I'm actually continuing.
Yeah, we want to hear about it. Your whole personality is Japan, so we gotta hear.
My
Yeah.
whole personality is
This is
Japan.
who you are. You are Japan.
Unless you want to talk about accounting.
No, I'm good.
I'm sure the audience would love that.
No, but essentially, it was actually like a really nice trip where sort of my image of Japan was a lot different. Where you know, you kind of think like, oh, well, it's all city type of thing, but living in the rural air is like a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. How does it say it? It's a lot more realistic in the sense
like
that
when
like this is how
some,
like you know people actually live. I mean, it's not much different from. I mean, you were actually mentioning this how sort of our lifestyles is not that much different.
Yes.
Per
No,
each
but it's
country.
like when those Thai women marry those fat old white men, and they come and they think it's gonna be New York, and they're in fucking Nebraska.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Nebraska. Fuck Thailand. Live in Bangkok. Fucking sucks.
Those women deserve that. They thought they were going to New York City.
Women.
Nope. Nebraska.
You think the Thai men are getting picked up and brought back to America?
Maybe there's some freaks out there.
All right.
Maybe they like fucking girl dick. Is he licking the cologne?
He's like smelling it. He's not smelling the cologne. He's smelling the water bottle.
Smells like you.
Yes, well.
Yeah, but anyway, the point being, everyone thinks it's all the cities. I mean, yeah.
No, in my case, I mean, there was like a bunch of rice paddies everywhere, you know, just how you mention it.
You were being dumb as shit. You thought it was just Tokyo because you were a little kid.
I don't know why people are so fascinated with Tokyo. It's just like
Tokyo seems like a shithole, to be honest.
it's just the same. Every city on this planet's the same as every other city.
We just
Every city's a
overpopulated.
shithole, and Tokyo doesn't seem that different.
Yeah, it's the biggest shithole. It's the
Not-
biggest city.
Like land-wise?
I think in terms of population, it's the biggest.
Nah, I can't even be close.
I think population. I think
Pull
it's
that shit up, Jamie.
I think it's the most lived in city, but I don't think it's the biggest city.
I mean, like the most
Largest
populous.
cities by
not necessarily the biggest
population.
area.
Oh, he's right. It is Tokyo.
Yeah.
Would I make that up?
Look how happy he
Would
is.
I make that up?
No,
He uses Jeopardy, that's why.
Delhi is number 2. Actually, let's look at
I was
this.
thinking like Shanghai or something would be number 2.
Shanghai's 3. Yeah, you would think India or China would have the most populous cities because they got too many goddamn people.
They have way too much people.
They need to kill them.
Didn't China try?
I just said you could have
No,
one child.
India tried. India was fucking massacring people in Gujarat.
You know, they weren't killing just any Indian.
They're killing a very specific kind of Indian.
Yeah, an undesirable kind. China's starting to do that too.
They just put them in camps. In India, they would like stab them.
Which is the better end result.
I could get Sao Paulo, that's Brazil. Mexico City, Cairo, Dhaka. Look at that, Bangladesh made it to the list.
Dhaka?
Dhaka, yeah.
Is that Bangladesh?
Man, come here, man. What are you killing me? Mumbai, Beijing,
Oh,
Osaka.
guess
Oh,
what
Osaka's
the-
on there. What the
Osaka?
fuck? Do people in Japan not live anywhere else?
No.
They'll just flock to Tokyo and Osaka?
Yes.
There's other places to live, brother.
There's like,
are
what,
they doing?
27 million people live in Tokyo? And
37 million people live in Tokyo, according
and
to
there's
this
like
list.
80 million people in Japan.
So half y'all's people are just y'all's.
Yeah, so much.
I think it's more than 80 million. I don't know how many people.
80 million?
80 million.
Like 100.
And what do you talk like that?
I have autism.
It's possible.
Possible,
Could.
very
I
possible.
wouldn't know.
I'm pretty sure I have some sort of malform, and you saw. We're just gonna go off the fact that I have some neurotic tendencies and assume that I have a malform of autism.
Well, because I mean, I saw your room. It's like you just organize all your like. Well, I mean, that's pretty normal.
The books are not alphabetized.
But the video games,
But the
they're like-
games are alphabetized. Yes, that is freaking.
That'd be like
weird.
OCD.
That's autism.
OCD can be autism.
Come here, man. Come back and vomit on the couch whenever Tom starts talking again.
It's good content. I was gonna talk about I watched a video by a YouTube channel called Wendigoon, and you know what icebergs are? Like the tier list, iceberg tier list.
What are
What are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
about? Yeah, what are you talking about?
You just pull some random shit out of your ass.
You
know
never
what I'm
heard-
talking about.
Yeah.
You never heard of an iceberg tier list? You know,
No.
what it is like, you know, an iceberg at the top is like, it looks small, but underneath the water it gets bigger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So usually what it is, the top is like, let's say it's an iceberg about music. At the top would be like music everybody knows.
Yes.
And then at the bottom would be the most obscure shit you never heard of.
Good explanation.
And he did a video on like disturbing movies, and at the top was like Saw, you know, just
Sure.
normal movie, Hostel.
At the bottom's like the
And at the
Minions.
bottom is just literally snuff films.
Snuff.
Snuff is like films where you rape or kill someone on camera.
Why are you bringing
What?
this? Get the fuck out of here. Why are you bringing
Well, I was gonna say, it's like one of the videos at the bottom of the tier was a British propaganda movie filmed in like the 50s. It was a documentary about how Africa is filled with savages and like murderers and rapists.
Mm-hmm.
And this was during decolonization, so it was like, hey, we
No,
need,
this was yesterday.
it could have been, but we need, and they're like, we need to keep these as colonies because they don't know what they're doing.
Yes. Well, you know,
And it's just funny that the British would create such a disturbing film just so they could have the colonies. It's funny.
that is very funny.
They ignore the fact
Very
that they
funny.
made it. I don't think they acknowledge they made
Thanks
it.
for the contribution.
We're not saying shit. We're trying to make Thomas talk about Tokyo or something.
Thomas,
He's-
when the
he's
French-
throwing it so bad.
When the Algerians were trying to get the French out of there, the French would like sort of, what would they? They would try to argue that like the women were going to be repressed there because of Islam, that they were going to have to wear hijabs and shit.
Who cares?
I think they'd take that over.
I don't think the
over
French
being
care.
colonized by the French.
I don't think the French really gave a shit about what the women in Algeria had to do.
But yes, of course they didn't give a shit, but they wanted to keep Algeria, so that was good it was good public messaging globally, and you saw that particularly when we were pulling out of Afghanistan. They were like the Taliban, and I mean it's true, the Taliban are going to suppress the women, but they were like, yeah, that's why we have to stay here for indefinitely, forever. We're going to stay in Afghanistan, and we're going to shoot all these people here because the women.
The women.
Think of the women that we
What
don't
about
give a
the
shit
trans
about.
people in Afghanistan? What about the trannies and gays?
There's probably like two different sects of the Taliban. So the Taliban that ruled before we went to Afghanistan, they were more amenable to,
Right, they're just
to
normal
women doing
people.
whatever the fuck they wanted. Not really, not that much. But the ones who are in control now are apparently more hardline.
Can you blame them? They've been at war for 20 years.
I like that he's just chilling out on the ground now.
They've had to live in the hills and mountains for 20 years.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were trying to talk to China. China.
China.
Yeah, because China should be their greatest ally.
Why?
I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
I was joking.
China's
Alright, we're gonna
awful.
take a break. Okay, so
Boy, that was a nice break.
that was a great break.
A nice 30-minute break. We didn't move at all.
Alright, so continue talking about the clones that you want to fuck.
So I was talking about. I asked Zed, like, hey, would you fuck a female clone of yourself? And he said no. And I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah, and then we mentioned that
Then I said
you
male.
could rearrange your cuckold fantasy to be a
Yeah.
wife watching you fuck a clone of yourself.
Yeah, because then I mean, what is it even cuckoldry? Because you're really masturbating. And what if your wife wants to watch you masturbate and say you're fucking yourself in the ass?
I don't think fucking is masturbation.
Well, if your clone thinks exactly like you and you don't want to get fucked in the ass,
You have to rape yourself.
so it's really
You had to
rape.
rape yourself.
So it's a combination of cuckoldry porn and rape.
Thomas, would you rape yourself?
No.
Would you
Hold that shit up, Jamie.
Would you rape anyone?
No.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You wouldn't rape yourself?
No.
Thomas, if you could rape and murder a woman in the 1990s and get away with it, would
You know what? I take it back. We can't use this.
See?
Hey, if that fucking dude that died can say it, we can.
Who died?
The guy... Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Gottfried?
Because he did that...
pissing and shitting and
I'm pissing and shitting and coming!
No, did Harvey Milk used to say that?
Probably he's a... He was gay.
This 2 minutes have been better than the whole hour. We didn't.
He's homosexual. When did the LGBT flag... I think the LGBT flag came about after Milk was assassinated.
I don't know.
And they came... What, if you want to create a flag about your like identity, why make it a rainbow?
His mom went and got a gay balloon for their house.
For Gay Pride Month?
No, it was a Mother's Day balloon, but it had a gay pride thing on it.
Yeah.
It was just a rainbow.
Yeah.
Why do they own the rainbow? Why did they get the rights to the rainbow? The rainbow's supposed to like a godly,
The
beautiful
leprechauns
thing.
had the rainbow.
Yeah, I thought the Irish did. I thought
They
it was
got that
an
shit
Irish
stolen
thing.
from them.
Yep.
They stole it from
It's copyrighted.
culturally appropriated from the Irish.
1978 is when Harvey Milk got assassinated.
It was LGBT flag created.
LGBTQ plus IA flag.
Plus 2I2A7.
Shut up, man. You're being homophobic.
Just put every letter in the alphabet.
1978.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
the same year.
He was urged by Harvey Milk to create the symbol of pride for the gay community.
Okay, I thought it happened after he died.
God bless Harvey
Well, the reason I
Milk.
brought that up is because you brought up Harvey Weinstein.
It's amazing. Harvey Milk was murdered by a guy that you would think would kill him. His name was literally Dan White.
And he was a white guy.
He was a white guy who
White
hated gay
conservative.
people, so he killed him.
He was a white conservative.
There you
He
go.
hated all this progressivism that was coming to San Francisco.
That is the name of a man who would assassinate someone. Dan White.
Dan.
The name of a man who would write a book is Dan Brown.
Is that an actual guy?
Thank you, Thomas.
Damn.
Dan is a dumb name. You're Dan Schneider.
don't even remember
Speaking
his-
of Epstein people,
Still are. God, that shit. Oh, you watch
you know
iCarly?
Dan Schneider? You know all the Nickelodeon shows because you were more normal when you were a kid.
That was the creator of what, Drake and Josh?
He did Drake and
Yeah.
Josh, iCarly.
Oh, he did iCarly too.
Yeah.
I Justine.
If you go back and look, there's a lot of kids' feet in those
I Justine,
shows.
is that the name of it?
No, I just
No, that's a YouTuber.
YouTuber. What are you talking
Well, it
about?
was a show that had a woman that went to a school for like artists. It was like artistic school. I forget the name of it.
What?
It's like she was wanted to be a singer. It was
Victorious?
yeah,
Victoria Justice?
Victorious. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Forgot
yeah,
the name
yeah.
of
I
it.
remember her actually.
Ariana Grande is in that
I
show.
think his first show was Zoe 101.
The guy from that show from Victorious?
Which guy? The dude with the puppet.
I don't remember.
No, the cool looking guy.
Okay, what about him?
You remember what I'm talking about, though, right?
I think so.
The black guy with dreads.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the white dude.
He's a producer now, like a legit producer.
Oh,
What's he do?
That's awesome.
He's a producer. As in like a hip hop producer.
Oh, okay.
He does songs for a bunch of like big artists, I think. That's what he's doing now. He's got a good career. Ariana Grande is getting engaged every 30 seconds, I think.
What's Victoria Justice doing right now?
I have no fucking clue.
Nothing.
No one hears. She's probably doing really well if we haven't heard. She's probably doing.
Well, you
just
brought
fine.
up Dan Schneider is because he likes feet, which
Yeah,
is
Dan- he
that's
likes-
honest. You
He
know,
likes children's feet, evidently.
Obviously.
is it wrong to like children's feet?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but it's like
We're just gonna come out against liking children's feet here. As a whole podcast, we're gonna
it'd be-
denounce that one.
You know, being
Alex,
attracted.
you agree with us, right?
Yeah.
We override him anyway.
Well, I'm liking children anything sexually. Yes, I agree. I agree. It's wrong.
I agree. I agree. I agree. All right.
Napoleon.
Good job.
Liking anything with children sexually is wrong.
Very good boy. Good job. You got it out right.
Y'all started laughing and
This
cut me
motherfucker's
off.
trying to do a political speech.
Good job.
It'd be like George Bush up there, but worse. The children in America should not be sexualized.
I agree.
American
I agree that
people
they-
are sick and tired of women.
I'd cut off.
What did he say after that, Bernie Sanders?
I think it was like
Of women
being
what?
raped or something. I
I
don't know.
doubt he said that.
Sexually
Dude, women
mistreated.
like having their rights curbed or something. I don't know.
Of being told what to do with their body might have something to do with abortion.
Yeah, well, he was right to anticipate that.
Anticipated.
But he was a sexist, as it is. We all know the Bernie Bros.
Yeah, he's a sexist. Yeah.
Is that you see him DMing people to harass Kirsten Sinema because he doesn't like her because she's a woman?
What? Who's Kirsten Sinema?
Oh, never mind. That's too deep politically for you.
She's a congresswoman, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a
I
senator
think I
from
know who
Arizona.
she is.
But anyway, so you denounce pedophilia, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Thank
one of
you.
those questions you shouldn't even have to ask.
Well, evidently we needed to ask it because you were on both sides of the table there.
What did I say?
You said you agreed with it.
I agree.
Y'all didn't let me finish. Because
Because
earlier you said we all agree. You know, like something about children's feet's wrong. I was like, yes, I agree.
Children's
Anything with
feet-
children sexually is wrong.
children's feet are not wrong. They're allowed to have feet. It's liking them sexually that's wrong.
I'm fine with people liking feet, but why would you be sexually attracted to a child's feet?
You're okay with? I'm not even okay with people liking adult feet.
He's like anti-feet.
I'm very anti-feet.
Yeah,
I
but you're pro
traumatized-
shit.
Just because I'm more anti-feet than anti-shit doesn't make me pro-shit. That's like I hate Republicans more than Democrats, but I'm not like pro-Democrat. That's actually a great analogy.
Thomas, I think.
Although I do always vote for Democrats. Am I
Right,
voting
feet.
for shit?
Which one's feet? Which one's shit?
Republicans are feet, Democrats are shit. For me, because I hate feet more.
For me, I agree with that because feet aren't as gross as shit.
Yeah. And you don't actually understand anything politically, just like you don't understand anything sexually.
You're one to talk, Zach. Why's the
Me and
opposite side?
Alex have some sexual tension going on now.
How about we find out what's about the sexual stuff?
But the dog should be in the middle.
I'm glad he's sleeping now, not fucking
Oh, he's not
vomiting.
involved.
He's fine.
Is it conquering to have an animal watch you have sex with another animal?
Animals usually do watch.
We watch.
Dude, animals don't really get horny.
They're like annoyed. They want you to stop.
Animals will have gangbangs and they don't even know about it. Like, you see a cat.
Okay, but we're adding another ripple to your cuckold fantasy. A dog is like walking by and getting really annoyed while your wife
Like
watches.
barking.
It's
like
really
barking.
rough grunting from two dudes fucking each other. And the wife watches.
The wife watches
Oh, I
both
just
of them.
imagine like a woman wearing a business suit and just having her glasses on, like writing something down.
She's
with a
sitting there, she's signing documents.
she's like doing work. Oh my god. I want to see this cuckold report so bad. I'm so
wrong
bad.
with you?
Down
He's gonna
bad.
produce it.
I'm gonna be like I said earlier. There's a market for this, and I got to be the one to be the pioneer.
When
in the
his
market.
inheritance hits, this is always gonna be.
I'm
good.
investing all my money in a gay
All
couple.
of his inheritance just in this.
I'm sure there'll be at least one guy that watches this in 7 years. And hears this and is like, damn, this guy should have made a bit. He should have made this cuckold porn.
Maybe he has.
Then again, I wouldn't want to work in porn because I don't agree with the porn
You could
industry.
start like a GoFundMe, and I'm sure people would support you.
Oh, I'd just take the money and run. Fuck that. If someone actually paid me to do it, I wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, you could take that money and then have someone else do it.
I guess, but then I'd get all my money away from me.
You're gonna have plenty of money anyway.
Get all your inheritance.
Is it illegal to steal money from a GoFundMe? I think it is illegal.
No,
It's fraud.
no.
You remember that?
They
one-
gotta get like professional writers to write those GoFundMes.
They do.
Yeah.
That's
You
what-
remember that there was a GoFundMe or an Indiegogo thing, Kickstarter. There was like a guy, let me buy potato salad or something. And then he had like 1 million people donate money to him. He only wanted like $5.
Did he get?
What did he do with the money?
I think he got a potato salad.
Well, yeah, he said he bought a bunch of potato salad. But it's like,
You know, it'd be kind of cool, although maybe not because I hate potato salad. But if he
it was
like, bought,
potatoes or something. Potato.
if he bought like a bunch of potato salads and just like took them to I don't know, a fucking homeless shelter or something,
He probably did do that.
that'd probably be kind of a cool thing to do with that. You still have a ton of money left over. But also, who the fuck wants to eat potato salad? If I were homeless and I went to a shelter and they gave me potato salad, I'd be so pissed.
Are you sure about that? You'd be starving. As if you get a choice in the matter.
I'm starving now.
I'd rather just have a
In a different
potato.
way. What?
You carnally hungry?
I'd rather just have the actual potato rather than the potato salad. Really.
Do you know what the legal term for a traditional sex act is?
You mentioned this before.
In Georgia, it's carnal knowledge.
Yeah.
It's a very stupid way to describe it.
You have to make up a weird phrase for sexual activities in the law.
Which is what, part of the reason that case I talked about last week was not a rape case was because it was not traditional penis into vagina sex. So it was aggravated.
Oral sex.
It was aggravated sodomy because it was oral sex.
What does it have to do with sodomy?
Sodomy is not just like.
Is any kind of sex act that's not
it's
vaginal?
Just basically, or I think traditionally anything that wasn't missionary sex with a man and a woman.
You just cowgirl sex.
Yeah, that was sodomy. How dare you?
Sodomized last night.
all this terminology is antiquated.
They make up all this shit for bitches.
But like as arbitrary as it was to call it carnal knowledge whenever the fuck they came up with it.
Also, all the niggas in the courtroom, they don't know how to have real sex, just like me.
I think the guys in the courtroom probably have.
With dudes.
Sure.
Because they're gay. Remember back in the old days when we could say we're to make fun of people, but we didn't mean that they were mentally disabled or gay?
Wait, what did that mean back then? I know it meant
stupid.
It always meant that.
Yeah.
I don't like this clip anymore because I have to edit a lot.
You can drop off.
It was like a cigarette. Sure. But
Etymology.
meant, I'm saying it too much because I have to edit all this. That meant the other thing.
You know you don't have to edit it.
I do.
It just means you won't receive advertising, but we're not anyway. So
No. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried that I don't have an inheritance like you. I actually have to work for myself to
they
make
know
money.
what you said. So.
So-
It's not like censoring.
yeah, but the censoring is like there's plausible deniability there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna be in law. I'll argue my way out of it.
Yeah, you are good at making up bullshit.
He's a lawyer.
I got a case dismissed.
See?
All right, we were on a roll.
We were on a roll, but then you wanted to talk about your cuckold fantasy.
I didn't bring it up till you did.
He's still in favor of pedophilia. I feel like.
Yeah.
Pedophilia? No.
You just said
No.
you just said I
What the
agree.
hell does cuckoldry, being okay with gay cuckoldry, have
No,
to do
you
with
literally
pedophilia?
you literally declared you were in favor of pedophilia. Would you go to Epstein Island?
It's probably a pretty pace. Yeah, I'd go.
Pretty pace.
Yeah.
Get his ass, Thomas.
Just because I went there doesn't mean I raped women. That's what Bill
I'd
Gates
love to
said.
have you in like a little black book or whatever.
I
There's
think
like
it's
like 50 fucking powerful billionaires and then Alex goddamn.
$0.
I just censor the last name. Whatever.
I'd be friends with him. He seems like a cool dude.
Okay, no, we have to protect him here. We gotta protect him here. He's fucking himself over.
He had a bunch of friends who more than likely didn't know he raped women.
We
Children.
had like 3.
What?
I feel like everyone who knew him knew.
If they knew him very personally, yes, they probably knew.
Bill Gates didn't
Like
know
Alan
that personally. He
Dershowitz.
knew.
But if you were like a business partner, you probably didn't know.
Maybe. Which bank? Was it the Deutsche Bank that actually ended up
Deutsche
getting?
Bank, yeah.
Yeah, they got in trouble because they were managing his money.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
when he came to them, because he was leaving, I think, one of the American institutions. Actually, what happened is whoever his mediator guy was left Wells Fargo. I think Deutsche Bank fucking recruited him because they wanted Epstein because of the big account.
The reason why he became so rich is that he worked at a college as a professor, but he lied on his application and said he went to some college. He graduated from Harvard or something, and then he wanted to go get a job after working as a professor. He wanted to go get a job at like a stock trading company or some sort of financial. He wanted to get into finances. So when he went to apply for like some job in finances on Wall Street, they found out that he never graduated from where he said he graduated. So he got in trouble. But the guys were like, "This guy's really smart about how to handle money. Who cares?" And that's how he got his start. Because he's very smart when it comes to like breaking the law.
Considering the operation he was running, I'm sure he was very intelligent.
He was very smart. He's a very smart. I gotta give him respect. He's a smart guy.
He was the dumbest smart guy the world has ever seen.
You know, you have all that intelligence and how to manipulate the market, and then you start fucking girls. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? You're a fucking I don't know how much money he had.
He was a billionaire.
He was a billionaire. He was a billionaire. You could fuck the most beautiful women on the planet. You could fuck anybody. They just had to be over the age of 18, dude. 19-year-old women can look similar to a 16-year-old girl. Just
Your brain is too hardwired to be normal. You don't have that billionaire brain.
what is it that they want? Do they want a virgin? Is that what they want?
They want to fuck everything they see.
I think Thomas may have a point here.
Then stop looking at young girls and fuck old women.
I think either Thomas has a point or Alex Jones has a point.
Alex Jones.
Because his thing is all the elitists are
Well, they are all
Pedophiles.
pedophiles, but what is? It's like once you get power, they just want to abuse it.
Thomas, just to clear, Jeffrey Epstein had a fantasy. He was going to get a compound out in Arizona, literally dedicated
Impregnate
to
like 100
impregnating
million
women. So yes, you're right. They do just want to fuck everything. These people are just like, they're psychopaths.
Yes, they are.
They're
Well, in
deranged.
order, yeah.
Now LeBron James is a billionaire. God damn it! I used to be a fan. Now he's a pedophile.
Once you reach that B,
It's automatic.
once you get that B, you
To
become
get the
B.
$1 billion, you have to like drink the blood of a child and become a pedophile.
You have to worship Moloch and drink children's blood.
Why do you think Michael Jordan's looked all fucked up since he became a billionaire?
That's why all those like, I was watching last night on Georgia GPB, they had Tina Fey. They were doing like Tina Fey concerts. Damn, she looked good.
Yeah.
She was like 7. This is like a 2000.
She ain't 70.
She's like in her 60s, and she looked real good.
She in her 60s?
Yeah.
No shot.
I
She's in her
think so.
60s.
Not now, but back in like the year 2000, she was like probably in her 60s.
The fuck? You're talking about a different person.
Tina Fey?
Tina Fey.
Tina Turner. Tina
Jesus
Turner.
Christ.
I'm sorry, not Tina Fey. Tina Turner.
Timmy Turner.
That's probably where they got the name from.
Yeah, that is. She looked good in her 60s.
Yeah.
She's 82 now.
What she look like now?
I think she's 82.
I like MILFs, so 80 years old, you're a G-Gilf. GG Gilf.
I know someone who was on trial he would get along with.
Who? The dude we talked about last week?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not on trial anymore.
He's not what?
He's not on trial anymore.
I said he was on trial last week. So Tina Turner looked good in her 60s.
Yeah.
There's plenty of women that I find it funny. You go on Twitter and they freak out that like Anne Hathaway still looks good. And I'm like, yeah, she's like she's 36. What is he acting like she's ancient?
Who's Anne Hathaway?
Actress.
Me and Thomas don't know who that is.
Hello, Anne Hathaway.
I'll just immediately assume he doesn't know any actress or actor.
Pretty
Johnny
well.
Depp, I know.
He knows Johnny Depp. Do you know Amber Heard?
Yes.
Okay.
But would you have known Amber Heard before? You would have known Johnny Depp before because he was.
I wouldn't have known Amber Heard.
I knew Johnny Depp because of the Pirates of the Caribbean
Exactly.
movies.
He's an incredibly famous person, and Amber Heard is a much less well-known person.
Yeah, I don't know her at all. So.
You go on her Instagram, and she deletes comments on all of them now.
I don't blame her.
And then Johnny Depp, he has all comments on.
Yeah, because everyone loves him. This was a very successful PR campaign.
Yeah.
Because Johnny Depp is the one that was suing her.
Yeah. And then she countersued him.
Now, why wouldn't this just get handled out of court?
She wants fame and money.
She wasn't the one suing, he did.
Because he was defamed.
He was trying to clear his name in the court of public opinion, and it worked.
Yeah.
These incels did all the work for him on Reddit.
There's a lot of women that are on his side.
Yeah, that's how successful the operation was, that women were on his side.
I believe
And all the actors in Hollywood, right, Johnny Depp is more entrenched in Hollywood than Amber Heard was. So they all supported him. Now, especially once the trial cleared and, it was good to go, they all loved Johnny Depp. You gotta see, they're all in support of Johnny Depp.
Amber Heard's lawyer went on the Today Show.
I'm not trying to say Amber Heard is, I don't really know shit about the trial or whatever, but I'm not trying to say Amber Heard is some sort of golden girl or whatever, but
She abused him.
I'm sure Johnny Depp did some fucked up shit too.
Oh yeah, he did cocaine and whatever the fuck.
Oh, he's
Molly.
obviously a perfect human being.
It's like, who the fuck didn't know
That's
he
what
did
the
that shit?
incels on Reddit.
Is that what they actually said?
They want you to believe he's a golden god, an amazing person, and this stupid bitch just
It's
came
just
out
that she didn't have any proof to prove that he abused her. She had, like, after images of him supposedly hitting her and she had the marks.
Mm-hmm.
But then they brought in a photo expert who came in and said, oh, those photos, there's like 5 different photos all edited differently and all went through editing software. So it's like, okay, that's a little weird. You went through an editing software to post pictures of your supposed wounds. And then she posts videos of like him slamming cabinets. It's like he's a fucking alcoholic drug addict. I mean, he probably...
I can go to...
I do that. I slam cabinets and shit. You slam cabinets?
I don't really slam cabinets, to be honest.
I don't slam because they're not mine, but like if I was angry, I'd slam a cabinet or something.
I get angry.
There's a video of him like pouring a glass of wine and like, you poured a mega pint. It's like, yeah.
Do you think Johnny Depp is in the pedophile gang?
Probably.
Probably.
He's very wealthy and he's very well connected.
He's
Is he a billionaire?
wealthy.
I thought he's in that little black book or whatever.
Is he a billionaire?
No.
No, but he's in Hollywood, so he's adjacent to billionaires.
Everyone in Hollywood.
No, but you have to be a
rapist.
billionaire in order to like fuck everyone.
Doesn't mean you have to be a billionaire to be a pedophile.
Yeah.
I think we need to debate the finer nuances of this.
They need to do a Dateline where they go after rich pedophiles instead of the
They're
poor
probably
dudes they
gonna
did. Chris Hansen.
We're going to keep going because we don't need you.
Okay.
You weren't adding anything anyway.
Yeah, probably not. No.
You're just in the way.
Yeah.
Come shake my hand.
No.
No?
Are you leaving for good?
Yeah, he's never coming back.
Oh yeah, you drove here by yourself.
See you later.
But can you just arm shake?
Tom, you look like you're wearing that raincoat that he wore in Psycho, American Psycho.
Alright.
Except it's blue instead of white. You know, where he
Oh,
gets the
that,
accent.
yeah. Where he kills Jared Leto.
I didn't watch the movie.
It was not Morbentine.
Not more. Was that actually Jared Leto?
Yeah, it was Jared Leto.
Oh, can I use your restroom right quick?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Go piss outside. Or shit. Do it like a dog, you filthy animal. What were we talking about?
You know, sometimes when I take the dog out, if I really gotta piss, I'll just piss with him.
I'll piss outside. If I'm outside already, I'll just go piss.
And you're already out there.
I'm already out there.
Nature's a toilet.
Nature is a toilet.
Everyone
Piss-
complains about the Indian people doing it, but we'd all do it if we could.
Yeah. If I could get away with shitting on public land, yeah, I'd do it.
I should have my own land.
Go to Ronald Reagan's grave, piss on it.
What?
We can use your restroom right quick.
Yeah,
I thought we told you can't.
Yeah, we literally said no.
Alright, well,
What a
we gotta
Chad.
call the cops now. Got some fucking weirdo in our bathroom.
So now we can admit that Tom's is a pedo too, right?
Yeah, I saw some of those magazines he has under his bed. Some fucked up shit, man.
I can't believe people used to use magazines to jerk off.
I can't imagine. You know, I brought up that Wendigoon video, that iceberg tier list. It had like 8 different tiers. It's like tier 2 has fucked up shit, and then
But
you
what
got
was the topic?
disturbing films.
Oh, okay.
And I told you like the bottom is like snuff, and I've already
We
told
don't
you
need to go into that.
We don't need to go into what actual snuff is, but it's like it's illegal to even watch snuff films. So he didn't actually watch them because he can't.
He just knows of them. Conveniently.
Because he went on like boards and looked up what they are, and it's like all you gotta say, they're just say snuff, and that's all it is. Because it's not like there's a story or anything. It's just literal porn for psychopaths. So, but then you know, like up until like tier 6, it's actually like produced films with scripts and actors, and then tier 7 and 8 is just like either crime stuff or snuff. But on like this like tier 6, there's like a video called or a film series called like, oh, I forget the name of it, but it's like vomit. It's just pornography with like people vomiting and like just doing absurd things to their body. It's like, who the fuck watches this shit? I know there's fucked up people there, but how are these people making enough money to produce these films?
There's a lot of fucked up people out there.
There's a movie called it's like 14 Days of Sodom or Sodomy.
Okay.
What it is, it's a film. I think it's an Italian.
Is it 14 Days of Sodomy?
Yes, it's a depraved movie, but it's not like
It's a long ass film.
the film ain't 14 days. What it is, it's like it takes place in like World War II Italy, and the war's about to end. So these high level officials are like, okay, we're gonna die. They're gonna kill us. So let's just do the most depraved shit we can and get away with it. So they get a castle and they kidnap these children, both women, girls and boys.
I love kidnap. Hey, come here, get your water.
Yeah.
And they just do whatever they want to them in this castle. And then on the 14th day, they like kill themselves and kill all the children. And you can assume what kind of stuff they did to the kids.
If I had 14 days to live, I'd probably preoccupy myself in I think in different ways.
Yeah, I would probably just try to run away. I wouldn't try to do disturbing shit.
Well, if you were like guaranteed to die in 14 days, no matter what.
It's funny that these people like promote like conservative values and traditional marriage and stuff, and then
Have you seen how many Republican lawmakers have been caught snorting coke off of a gay hooker's
I don't even
ass?
mean that. Well, gay hooker, yeah. Okay. It's like why? What makes them?
yeah, you're gonna fuck up the audio.
You're gonna fuck everything up, bitch. Bye, Nick.
Bye, whatever, man.
We don't care. You weren't doing anything with this fucking audio anyway. Well, now he doesn't look at the audio, does he?
No, only audio.
Has he listened to any of the podcasts?
Roughly, I mean, just whatever.
Well, we could say whatever we want about him if you want to know.
True.
Thomas is a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. He's solid. He's like I say like an 8.5 out of 10 person.
What measures a good person versus a bad person?
I'm just measuring him out of 10.
Oh, it's like an IGN thing. You don't have a reason behind it. You just give him a number.
I mean, it is arbitrary.
Okay, well, I give him about the same score.
Yeah, if he weighed more, I'd give him like a 9.
Yeah, if he actually ate healthy.
What do you think his shits look like?
Rabbit pellets.
You think he does?
Yeah. You go outside and look at a rabbit pellet.
Do you think he gets enough fiber in his diet?
No. Well, yeah, he gets too much fiber.
So he's shitting himself.
I mean, that's why he only gets pellets, because he doesn't have time to create big piles of shit.
That's the problem. Like in this, like people aren't creating enough shit, and that's why we're unhealthy as a society.
Let's not talk about shit.
I'd rather talk.
One
about
of those
that
disturbing
too.
films. Also, like the director was murdered, and like the government made the film illegal, even though it was like an actor, it had actors in it.
You know that game Detention?
Maybe.
It's like I think it's Taiwanese made.
I don't. Think
Maybe it's not Detention. I think there's actually another game that maybe I'm thinking of. It's banned in China because I think they like it has like a critical depiction of Xi Jinping, I think. And so it's banned in China. You can't
It's a
get
bunch
it.
of games like that.
I think it got brought off of Steam because Steam didn't want to deal with the bullshit. Look at Steam.
Come on, Steam.
Come on, Steam.
Something
Bowing
like
down to the
China.
CCP.
You know,
That's just a-
I don't know if you know, but recently on Team Fortress 2, they had a Twitter hashtag movement going called Save TF2. You might, I don't know if you heard.
They do it for a bunch of games.
Well, they did for TF2 because you know TF2's fucked up. There's a bunch of hacking.
There's a lot
hackers
of like gross pedophilic stuff in there, yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that, but they don't care about that. There's a lot of like bots who just join servers and how we're
Yeah.
running a client to just kill people instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And Valve haven't done nothing because they don't care.
I don't give a shit about that game.
Because they don't. Need, they make so much money that they don't have. To, they don't even have to do anything. They just make money. I mean, the owner of Valve.
ever gonna make Half-Life 3.
It's a private company too, so they don't have to bow down to like investors, which is nice, but it also means they're lazy. But it's like they still make updates for the game to like promote like loot boxes and stuff.
Yeah, because they'll make money on that.
Yeah, but then they don't update the game to make the game better. And it's sad because the game has more people playing it than like Battlefield has more people playing
Wasn't the new Battlefield dog shit?
it. Yeah,
No
it
one
is.
likes
It's
it.
really bad.
EA, fix your shit.
What EA did, they put specialists in the game, kind of like Apex, and I think that's why they did, because Apex is doing really well for them. So like, let's just copy Apex Legends, put specialists in the game. Because the thing with specialists, you can add more specialists later on. You can put skins for specialists, give them voice lines and taunts, give them a personality.
They should have done like Fortnite and just...
But if you remember old Battlefield, you don't think you ever played Battlefield, did you?
I never really played shooters.
But old Battlefields were class-based. You had a heavy class, you know, a recon, which was a sniper, you know, medic. But now it's just specialists.
Interesting that they distinguish by weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Those old Battlefields were really good. I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. That was a really good.
I was about to say, did you play the Bad Company ones?
I didn't play the first one because I didn't know it existed, frankly. But the second one I played, and it was a really good game. I liked it.
Bad Company 2. I think I remember watching a walkthrough of Bad Company.
I'm not even talking about the campaign.
I know, I was watching the campaign.
I mean, I played the campaign. I liked it, but I don't really remember it.
You had Battlefield 3 for your PlayStation?
I remember Bad Company 2. You know, when you create your when I first created my Xbox Live account, I put my real age in.
Idiot.
And no other game, I played a bunch of M-rated games before that, but then Bad Company 2, I play that and they say, oh, you're underage, you can't play this.
So you bought the game and
I swear that EA would do something like that because they're so horny for money, but...
you bought the game and couldn't play it once you loaded it in?
Yep. So I had to create a whole new Xbox Live account to play it. I did. And the old account got banned anyway, so it's my only account now.
What'd you do to get it banned? What did you say?
At the time, there was a... I forget what it was like...
At the time, there was an individual who was in my lobby of a certain
He might-
status.
He might have done a few things that were wrong, but it wasn't about a person. It was online, you know, they had a thing where you could put modded save files upline.
Mm-hmm.
And I played Borderlands 1, and I would download modded save files and play the game. And I would give myself like every achievement in the game. And that goes against term of service, and I got banned permanently. So now I just...
Why'd you want all those achievements, man? What does that give you?
Because I was a kid, and I thought gamer score was important. So I thought I'd get some bitches that got 100,000 gamer score.
Hey, I know people who chase after trophies.
They chase after real trophies.
PlayStation trophies.
Oh, yeah, platinums.
Yeah, I have a few platinums, and I think half of the platinums that I have were not the result of my efforts.
I do try to get achievements, and I do try to get as many as I can, but I'm not going to go on my way to 100%, because BioShock, the remastered, first BioShock remastered, I tried to get every achievement, but they have ones that are like, because on the PlayStation 3 version of the game, they had a DLC that was like trials, game trials, or time trials, I never played them because it's boring. It's just because the gameplay mechanics of the first Bioshocks not that great, and that's what it is. So I didn't try to get the achievements for that, but I did get every one for the campaign.
Is it cool having shorts that are shorter than your underwear?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
My penis couldn't poke out of these shorts, no matter how high I make these shorts.
Yes, I believe that.
What is this? Air freshener?
Maybe? Oh yeah, it's an incense thing, I think.
It's an air purifier.
No, it's incense.
Incense?
Yeah, you like lives and stuff.
Incest?
You're really obsessed with that.
I want to fuck your sister. I have no siblings, so I can't relate with the whole I don't want to fuck my sister thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I did, I could relate, but I don't, so I do want to.
You had a lot of fantasies.
Yeah, I like older women.
You say you have all these fantasies, but the only fantasy you really have is having a loving and doting wife.
It's like you brought up the gay thing with like Republicans being closet gays.
Yeah.
It's like I want an honest traditional marriage where a woman stays at home and raises kids, and I go to work.
Then you fucking.
And I come home and we have missionary sex in order to produce another child. But behind the scenes, I really want to fuck an older woman, like really rough, and she doesn't acknowledge my existence and treats me like a dog.
There you go.
A baby treats me like a baby. A little kid.
You want to be treated like a baby?
No, I mean I want a grown, hot, attractive woman to do that
So you do want to be treated like a baby?
in a sexual way. Yes.
I don't know how I'm gonna save you this episode, man.
What am I trying? We saved me from. There's a bunch of people that can relate.
There's not much I can do with this.
Woo, woo, woo.
You're just fucked.
I love that Family Feud episode.
He pulls them up. Oh, yeah, she came. So like, yeah, they pull the gentleman up from one side and they pull the lady up, but she walks up. She's shaking it.
She's shaking it. They tell her, "Hey, distract
She's like,
them.
"Hey, Darius,
Come on, Darius!" It's just barking. I wonder if he
the audio's
did.
going into the red. We're so screwed.
Yeah, well, I'm right here in front
Yeah,
of
you're
it,
right
so
in
I'm
front
really
of it.
peeking it.
Yeah, you're whooping too.
Woo, woo, woo.
I mean, he meant to do that.
I wonder when Napoleon was barking, it was really fucking it up.
I'll edit that out. I'll try to pull my earphones out for that. Actually, wasn't that in the second half? Or was that just now when he was leaving?
That's when he was
No,
leaving.
just now when he was leaving.
I wish I still had a dog. Not really, because it was kind of annoying having her after that. After she got sick, so
You don't want a dog that gets sick.
yeah. I'm pretty sure the majority of people would agree they don't want a dog that gets sick.
In the Curb episode I watched with Thomas this morning, he spends the whole time trying to get his girlfriend who has cancer to break up with him. Because he can't break up with her, because you can't break up with someone with cancer.
Yeah.
So he tries to flip it around.
Just wait till she dies.
He doesn't want to wait that long. He's old anyway.
What if she lives too?
That's going to be problematic.
Well, if she lives, he could break up with her then.
You can't break up with a cancer survivor.
How long would it take?
What's the grace period on breaking up with a cancer survivor?
Yeah. How long until they're post-cancer do you break up with them?
Post-cancer, you can't break up with them anytime during the cancer.
Yeah.
And if you suspect that they may have cancer prior to the diagnosis, you can't break up with them.
I think you can if she doesn't know she has it.
They better never find out that you knew.
Yeah.
But okay. So that whole period,
What's the grace period of being an asshole?
the whole period, you have to stay with them. Afterwards, I think you have to wait a couple. It's months at least. Months. Really, you're at the safest if you wait a year.
She's on that chemotherapy, and I think chemotherapy can make you gain weight. So she's kind of.
She can't still be fat and bald.
She's overweight and she doesn't have hair. So it's like if after 8 months she's still fat and bald, is it okay to?
No, she's got to start looking good again.
Is it
Although, I
okay to
don't know,
break up with her?
But then, if you had so much time with them,
You can't break up with them until they actually start looking like their normal self.
assuming even they look like, if they have their hair and they haven't gained weight or whatever, you can't break up with them. They just got over cancer.
He's real good at making up shit on how to be an asshole.
He is a professional asshole.
He's really good at. Those Jews, man, they're good at it.
He's good with coming up with ways where the plans fail. Although he did end up getting her to break up with him at the end, but unintentionally.
What'd he do?
The storylines are so convoluted, I have to explain the entire episode to you for you to understand how it happened.
I like the episode where he talks to that kid, And he's like drawing things on the
Yeah.
textbook of not Adolf Hitler. And he's like, who's that? He's like, oh, he's a bad man.
You know what's weird? I wonder if that episode got
Take it down.
Because I'm so far into the show now. It's like where the episodes are HD, and I'm pretty sure that clip was not HD, and I never saw that episode.
I don't know if HBO would take something down like that.
HBO doesn't take shit down.
Yeah.
They leave everything.
If there's actual like pornography and nudity in it, they keep it up for a long time. They'll put it on the front page.
I'm about to find. I don't.
But you make fun of Adolf Hitler and they take that shit down. I think they're pro-Hitler.
A lot of Elizabeth Olsen on the timeline.
Who's lives old
The
Olsen?
Scarlet Witch actress.
Oh.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna let her know.
That's all I know her as, a
I
Scarlet
can only know
Witch.
for that, yeah.
I don't know her name.
Pokemon Scarlet. I go to Google stuff. This is my regular YouTube account. I've never searched up Johnny Depp Amber Heard. If you just click the search
They
button.
heard me mentioning it.
I haven't watched a single video about
I
this.
told you that they're listening in on what we're saying and they're picking up words.
They're
Amber
pushing
Heard,
it. They're pushing it.
they do that.
No, but they're pushing it anyway. They want people looking this shit
I'm
up.
talking about they just listen to what we're saying. They're
I'm
like, oh,
sure.
he's gonna
Well, we
look
were
at
not
that.
talking about Pokemon.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, this is showing me Pokemon shit.
That's just normal stuff.
Well,
It's because recently a Pokemon game was announced, I think. So they're gonna promote that.
not.
I don't know. Pokemon's kind of gay. I used to like Pokemon, but it's just getting.
Dude, that is not an HD clip.
I mean, it could be just an old episode.
No, but I'm further in now.
Did you look it up and see if it was taken down? I think HBO's pro-Hitler because he's making fun of Hitler,
He is making fun of
and
him.
then they take it down. I mean, what the
Okay,
fuck?
you know what it might be? I think the episode is HD, but the video is low quality.
Well, you said you haven't seen the episode.
I have not seen that.
Maybe you haven't gotten to it.
I just haven't gotten to it. I thought I had skipped over because I was looking forward to this one.
He's the next Hugo Boss, that kid.
I should get to it.
Hugo Boss made the SS uniforms, and they still exist.
We're gonna end on that.
There was some
No,
real-
we're gonna end on that because the clip's actually running too long. Won't be able to convert it again. So we're gonna end on what was his name? Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
What a Chad.